there is a place for, I know this is God's creation, but you know, like Hosea, God told him to go and marry somebody he didn't know, he didn't match up or whatever. She was out there on the street. God's guidance and this natural match.
Where is it?
Yes, yes. How can we harmonize the natural matching of chemicals and the opportunity to let the Spirit of God move, I guess.
Okay. All of you know we cannot force our love to marry somebody. We have to fall in love with somebody. And I guess God has designed this way for us to find our right partner to give a healthy body to our children. But God also let us have all the knowledge and skills to improve ourselves, to live lovingly. The chemicals does not make us live lovingly. It does lead us to the loving act that we need to create together with God. So God does allow us to giving a lot of scientific knowledge to learn better. But it is His plan that we made. It is His plan that I met Him. I prayed like 5 times a day before I married Him. Throughout my high school, I began praying to find the right partner for me, because I didn't come out of my Adventist home. We were hidden, the Buddhist home. So I didn't trust my parents who was going to find somebody for me. They tried, but I prayed alone and I said, please God, help me to find somebody who will not give me any trouble going to church, because I was chased out of home. I was kicked out by the community. You know, I had a lot of trouble becoming an Adventist. So what did God do? He gave me him, who was going to be a pastor. I didn't ask for to be a pastor, but he gave me, you asked for it, you got it. So there is the guidance, His providence. Yes, He does this through our chemical act, but just to realize that just because we are drawn to each other, we can just live without learning anything and live in the way of a cultural background. That's not loving, we know that. And you and I know that our Adventist culture has not always been bringing the compassionate God. It was more about health message, about 3 angels message, and about this and that. And somehow we lost the intention of Sister White along the way. So this is the time we need to recover. Recover the core of Christ, His compassion and His love in our home. Therefore, it's naturally flowing out throughout our church members. Therefore, that everybody, when other people look at us, this is the Adventist people, loving, compassionate leaders. And that's what we're trying to recover now, right? Yes, there is a guidance here. Yes, thank you for that question.
In this country, there are, in 2 marriages, 1 ends in divorce. What could be one main reason, probably, based on your record? And then number 2, I wonder whether there are some couples here who have been together for 50 years and above. I'd like to hear one on the show that you made and tell us the reason. Because my wife has been together for 49 years now this year. But just 1 more year, 50 years.
Give him. Number 1 reason for this country to have a divorce is an affair. The people don't have a brain structured right. In American culture, if you don't fit, you leave. That's the mentality. What I'm saying is that marriage is like a house. If there's a light bulb broken, you fix that light bulb. If the window is broken, you fix that window. There's so many different ways of fixing it, and you live. And the second reason is the communication skills, that we talk so destructively until our feeling of love dies away, and we don't know how to recover. So learning and mastering communication skills is the utmost important thing in living as a couple. The other one, the key to living 50 years or something, I saw this ad in the YouTube. There were a 92-year-old couple coming, the sweeper advertisement. And the announcer was asking, so how did you live 50 more years together. And the 90-year-old elderly woman say, you do that good, you answer. And the elder, the guy, gentleman, he is 92, he got up and said, I do good, I just give in. I know that good. So if you learn how to give in, not to stand up, and of course there's a lot of different techniques in giving in too, that will be very helpful. Yes?
There are men that are so much in love with their wives or, I don't know, brothers. What are the causes why they harm themselves or they commit suicide?
So the question is, there are some guys who are in love with the wife so much? And what's the question?
And then they commit suicide.
They commit to each other, yeah. They give themselves. Suicide, oh, I see, yeah. So, yeah, they love each other, you love each other good. But if one person commits suicide, there was something lacking there, right? The person must have been very depressed for a long time, nobody recognized. And if one person is especially very obedient, never speak against you, always say yes, yes, yes to all the church members, watch out your wife. She needs to be taken care of. She has a feeling. Don't praise her that she's so patient with everybody. You need to take her emotion. You need to take her out, husbands. Take out your wife at least once a month. Go on a date. Treat her nicely. So there has to be some expression need to happen. Okay? Yes?
Because he said he has been with his wife for 53 years, right? And his secret is yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So who is that person? 53 years marriage.
Was a Christian about it?
Somebody lived 53 years? Oh, I see. Then what he was saying, that his secret is that he has a last word, and that last word is yes, ma'am. That's what you're saying? Yes, sir.
Should a wife continue to praise her husband's preaching, even if he's a lousy preacher?
We need to pray for husband's preaching, whether he's a lousy preacher or not. Pastor's preaching content is for someone. It is never wasted, whether he's a lousy or he's a good preacher. So yes, we will continue to pray for your preaching skills. As long as you listen to us when we complain without saying stop talking about it, we will do anything and everything for you. Okay. Yes. Is that the last question? Thank you for your attention.